It's Friday, we're back as promised. We've got some new releases for you, but this one though is for those of you who like your films based on or inspired by true events. Starting with Jackie, this one comes out today.
I shouldn't say these things.
That's why we're here, isn't it? Talk about what happened.
Is this a confession?
Oh, only if there's something you regret.
Everyone knows my story.
We know Jackie as an icon. She had this very particular style. It's one of the things she's really remembered for. The hair, the clothes, the grace.
I just think that everything in the White House should be the best.
That period with the Kennedy is so well known by everyone.
So this is a big challenge because it really has to feel and look like how it was.
It has to be beautiful.
The clothes are obviously very much a part of the sort of facade that we know about Jackie. Madeleine, our costume designer, did an incredible job recreating wardrobe she was wearing during particular scenes.
Can I send somebody to help you change? Let them see what they've done.
Cut.
The production design was incredible. I mean, they built the White House in Paris. I mean, it was really crazy.
It was an incredible effort from Jean Gabas. What he did was amazing.
It was a big challenge for us to recreate that period. 63 with Jackie and the Kennedy family. It was a very specific moment of the White House.
This house will always grow and should. It just seemed to me such a shame when we came here to find hardly anything of the past.
When Jackie Kennedy did the restoration of the White House, she brought a lot of fabrics from France.
This is where we evaluate all the finds, see if we want to keep them, if they'll fit into our budget.
We went back to the French company who did a lot of fabric for Jackie Kennedy, and they reprint some of them for the film.
You were literally in it. Every chair, every curtain, everything was absolute perfection.
Do you think Lincoln's widow knew that we'd build a monument to her husband?
The funeral, the procession, the children at the casket.
We have to march with Jack.
We all have seen that images hundreds of times.
Did you tell them we need a horse-drawn carriage?
And Pablo was interweaving actual footage in places that had to be seamless.
Must get this right. A big, beautiful procession that people will remember.
You can imagine how difficult it is shooting in front of the White House for many, many reasons.
You kind of forget that you're here in the 21st century watching something that happened so many years ago.
It's been reprinted all over the world. Maybe that's what they'll all believe now. For one brief, shining moment, there was a Camelot.
Did you like the look of that one? Does that one appeal to you? Do you want more options? Okay, also out today is Lion.
Let's start with where you're from.
Calcutta.
Which part?
I'm adopted, I'm not really Indian. I'm starting to remember.
Saru, a beautiful boy.
A life I'd forgotten.
You okay?
I had another family.
What happened?
I was lost. I have to find my way back home.
How long were you on the train?
A couple of days.
Couple of days.
It would take a lifetime to search all the stations in India.
Do you have any idea what it's like? How every day my real brother screams my name.
I always thought that I could keep this family together. What if you do find home and they're not even there? And you just keep searching?
I don't have a choice.
What was she like?
Beautiful. Every night I imagine that I'm walking those streets. And I know every single step of the way. I whisper in her ear. I'm here.
So that's Jackie and Lion that come out today, but looking further ahead into next week, we have Denial.
The Holocaust happened. That isn't opinion, that's fact. And I won't debate fact.
Denial is about Professor Deborah Lipstadt, who is a professor of Holocaust studies at Emory University. She's written many books. One of them is called Denying the Holocaust, and in this book she devoted a few paragraphs about David Irving, who is a British historian who is a Holocaust denier.
According to the evidence I've seen, there were no gas chambers anywhere at Auschwitz.
As with any ideologue, you speak outrageous things and you find that there are other people who believe those outrageous things.
How much money have you made out of that tattoo since 1945?
Irving's just sent us notice of a suit to be filed in the High Court.
In 1996, he brought a libel suit against me. He was claiming I was defaming him and falsely calling him a Holocaust denier.
He wanted to sue her in London because the weight of defense is much more difficult in London.
Wait, I have to prove what I said was true?
Correct.
Yes, but I'm the innocent party. In the US, there's a presumption of innocence.
Yeah, not in the UK.
Anthony Julius is a solicitor. In the British law system, a solicitor means that you prepare the case. And there's a barrister who argues the case that has been prepared by the solicitor. So Richard Rampton was the barrister.
Richard Rampton was wonderful, and Tom Wilkinson portrays him magnificently.
This case is happening to you, but it's not about you.
He has to convince Deborah that the survivors shouldn't speak.
Our strategy is to keep the focus on Irving and Irving alone.
Whatever the reasons why people become deniers, when you look closely, they often have an agenda which they won't admit to. So
it was really essential to meet Deborah, to get a sense of her central gravity in the way she speaks and moves. We spent a couple of days in my kitchen talking, for hours and hours and hours.
I don't think her Brooklyn accent would have endeared her to the court.
My friends will say to me, she captured your accent. I said, you think?
Suddenly it becomes respectable to say the Holocaust didn't happen?
Here is one of the largest killing machines in human history.
We know what it is, it's how we prove what it is. The Holocaust happened, everybody knows it. But once you have to prove that it happened, it's harder than you think.
There are no holes in that roof. Therefore, there never were any gas chambers.
No holes, no Holocaust. He wanted a catchy phrase, he's got it.
Obviously, I'm aware that the character that I play is very controversial, but it's my job to play him from his absolute view and give it texture of a fully rounded character.
I'm not a racist.
He's a liar and a falsifier of history.
This is not a Holocaust movie. It's about the fight for truth and justice around this trial.
We argue that Irving deliberately subordinated the truth in order to propagate anti-Semitism and engender sympathy for the Third Reich.
You can lie and be held accountable, but you can't say my opinion is equal to fact.
The earth is round, the ice caps are melting, and Elvis is not alive.
You can argue about how it happened, who was responsible, but you can't debate whether it happened.
I didn't bring the prosecution, he did.
Settle.
And what would you want me to settle for? 4 million dead? 3? What number would you be comfortable with?
You can't fight every battle, because otherwise you go through life fighting.
The reason you don't engage with people you disagree with is because you can't.
But there's certain battles you can't turn away from.
Is that enough for you? Is that enough? No? You want more? Okay, let's fast forward to February then. Let's go to February. We've got Gold.
I had a dream. It was like I was being called. It was a gold calling. Gold. I am flesh and I am bone.
It was 88. I lost my house. I lost everything.
Most people would have been dead, but not me.
Do you walk in the valley of kings?
I had a dream. Oh my God.
Do you walk in the shadow of men who sold their lives to a dream?
We got a gold mine. We got a gold mine.
We gotta go mine!
We believe you're sitting on the largest gold find of the decade.
We're talking over $30 billion.
How does it feel to be a rock star?
There's no way I could possibly describe the feeling. But it's amazing how little gold can just change everything.
If something seems too good to be true, it usually is.
For better or worse, the ride had begun, and what a goddamn ride.
I am flesh and I am bone, our eyes ting-ting like glitter and gold. I got fire in my...
You see these hands? I will bury you with these hands.
I am flesh and I What happened at the meeting?
You want to talk about the truth? $17 billion disappeared overnight.
Right, I'll be back on Monday with the lead up to Train Spotting 2, and very aptly, based on what we've seen today, keep it real, people. Keep it real. Have a lovely weekend. Keep it real. Go on.